Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is a progress. And working together is a success. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the school management, I extend a warm welcome to all present here to grace this orientation program for classes 1 and 2 for this academic session 2022-23. Now, I would like to invite our academic coordinator, Ms. Manveer Ma'am, to give you an insight of the coming year which will help you to be well apprised about the various areas related to your ward in SWS. So before we start, I request all of you to switch off your mobile phones or keep them in silent mode. Thank you so much.
Never stop learning because life never stops teaching. The past year has taught us once you choose hope, anything is possible. As we embark on our new academic session, we welcome you, dear parents, to a joyful journey of academic accomplishments. We at SWS believe that the art of teaching is the art of awakening the natural curiosity of young minds. We acknowledge the fact that both school and homes have shared goals. Both are committed to nurturing children. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Our director, Mr. Sandeep Singh, and our principal, Mrs. Poonamji Kaur, need no introduction. They are our pillars of support who continue to inspire us to achieve excellence. Thank you, ma'am, for always being there. A leader is the one who knows the way and shows the way. Our dynamic head, Mrs. Sarika Sharma, is always there to support and guide us in all our endeavors. We believe that children are the promise of the future, the assurance of greater things to come. It is a well-known fact that a strong foundation is the formative years plays a vital role in fostering lifelong competencies. The child's experience of learning in the foundation years have a profound influence on their learning abilities. So let's together nurture their innate potential and make them confident, competent, and caring. As we begin the new session, we would like to thank you, dear parents, for entrusting your precious little ones in our care, and we hope to instill in them a love for learning and making their journey at SWS a delightful experience. We at SWS believe every child is unique, resilient, and capable. Children learn to be strong and independent through positive relationships. Children develop well in enabling and conducive environments. Children learn in different ways and at different. Education is not just about learning facts, but more so about learning how to think. It is learning to make good choices. It is learning to act with purpose. The curriculum focuses on the child's well-being in all areas. We strive to develop an enthusiasm for learning by nurturing curiosity, a sense of wonder, and eagerness to learn by providing them a stimulating environment and empowering young. The 5 C's of our curriculum. We strive to provide a platform where students can express without fear, collaborate, enhance their critical thinking. We give wings to their imagination and creativity, instill skills and values which will help them to appreciate the Indian ethos and keep them rooted to their culture and heritage. Let the students of SWS be described as inquisitive, empowered with knowledge and critical. Tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn. Positive, concrete, hands-on experiences encourage young children to make choices, decisions, explore their immediate environment. They learn to collaborate, integrate, and inquire. Activity-based learning ensures active engagement of the learners with concepts and instructional material. Learning is hands-on, experiential, providing learners the opportunity of learning through manipulations of material. At SWS, we strive to create an environment where the children are led from the known to the unknown, and they learn by exploring, discovering, creating, and reflecting. They are guided to use the knowledge and skills to cope with real-life challenges. Children are engaged and exposed to wonderfully bright and stimulating learning areas. We integrate digital pedagogies with the curriculum to enhance their knowledge. I can give you the tools to reach the dreams you have inside. Various tools like Think, Pair, Share, role plays, read aloud, quizzes, picture talk are used to initiate learning and mold our young learners. Thinking, fine motor, and creative skills are enhanced through these techniques where children learn by doing and are prompted to think out of the box. The child begins to perceive not only through his eyes but also through his speech. Language development is crucial in the early years. It supports the ability to communicate, express, and understand feelings. Children start with phonic sounds, then move on to blending words and forming sentences. I do believe something magical can happen when you read. Reading exposes the students to the magical world of words. Reading rituals helps our little wonderites hone their listening and speaking skills. Numeracy is an important part of learning for the children in the early years, as it provides vital life skills, using numbers, concepts, and skills to explore, discover, and create. It helps children learn to analyze and apply. Children are naturally curious. We help kids understand why the environment is important and provide them with the building blocks they need to live eco-friendly and sustainable lives. Kids are encouraged to research, investigate how and why things happen. There are shortcuts to happiness. Dance, music, and art is one of them. Each discipline of music, dance, and art engage a child's brain, body, emotions in different ways to encourage their confidence and find joy in self-expression. Children love circle time. It brings just the right blend of structure, enjoyment, and learning. It offers children a safe place to develop their social and emotional connect. We will be having hybrid classes for all the students who have opted for the online mode. The link for the same will be shared in the Google Classrooms and will be shared with you in the WhatsApp group. Do it all. We would encourage you to follow the safety protocols and inculcate the same in your children to keep our schools open and safe. The aim of assessment is to build knowledge and skills through a variety of ongoing activities and assignments. We'll be conducting weekly reviews for concept clarity. Our students thrive in an environment of collective pride and achievement. It is heartening to see each child, each one with a different hue, a different fragrance, a different bloom, a different persona, yet so unique in his or her own special way. Despite being on the line, we organized various activities so that the students, though sitting apart, could still connect and relate to each other. It was a visual delight to see these little ones excited and dressed up in hues of yellow, celebrating the Basant Panchami. We have a young scientist in making. Behold the joy of discovery. Life skills are inculcated through various fun activities where we have fireless cooking. Students are encouraged to eat a healthy diet. They love to be involved in decision making. Sensitizing them about nature and creating an awareness about being kind to birds and animals. Festivals are there to teach you that life is a celebration. We would also like to appreciate the efforts of parents who enthusiastically supported us in making these events a great success. We've just had our graduation ceremony, which we had it here. It's time to celebrate new beginnings and say goodbye to everything that has given us a reason to smile. It is warm memories of the past and big dreams for the future. I will just give you an insight in the school processes. We have term books to ensure lighter bags. We follow a policy of no homework, but we'll be sharing across reading, spell log words, and recap worksheets every Friday. We strongly believe when parents get involved, children are more likely to succeed, have positive attitudes, and grow up to be more successful. We will be sharing a monthly note to update you about the concepts to be done during the month and all the activities planned for the month. The students who need a little support to come at par with the grade level shall be given extra time on Saturdays to bridge their learning gap. They say you don't learn to walk by following the rules. You learn by doing. A quick look at the school rules. The school almanac is an important link of communication between the teacher and parents. Please sign the almanac regularly. Go through the printed pages and fill in the details on page 1 and 2. Circulars are a vital link between the school and home. Please sign the acknowledgement slips and send them back well on time. Please ensure your child reaches school on time. The timings are for class 1 and 2, it is 8 a.m. Punctuality is expected from our students. Please assist and supervise your child's recap and help them to complete it regularly. Acknowledge the circulars and notes shared by the teacher and respond on a priority basis. For all Google feedbacks, you'll have to log in through your child's school email ID. In case of a technical problem, you can contact our IT team for assistance. The numbers will be shared in the group. In case of any queries, please contact the teachers between 2 to 3 p.m. Please ensure your child is in proper school uniform for the hybrid classes as well. Kindly ensure that the child wears his or her ID card to school daily. Kindly make sure that your ward's books, lunch box, water bottle and bag is labeled in bold letters, the name, class and section. Please ensure that the child's bag has his or her residential address and the bus number in case they are wearing it. Parents are requested to carry their ID cards when they come to pick their ward. The school follows a dress code for the students, so please adhere to it and ensure that the children are neatly dressed up. Although birthdays of your children are special to us, let's keep the celebrations simple. For class UKG to 2, it is advisable to celebrate the birthday of your child by sharing just one stationery item with his or her classmates. Avoid sending any eatables or expensive gifts. We'll be having 2 breaks, one fruit break and one lunch break. So please send the tiffins accordingly. To inculcate good table manners, the students are required to bring table mats to school and a cloth napkin. All changes in phone numbers, address of the parent or the child's guardian have to be intimated to the school office in a written application at the earliest. Kids are like a mirror. What they see and hear, they do. Be a good reflection to them. At the end of the day, the most overwhelming key to your child's success is the positive involvement of the parents. Encourage your child to read and participate in class activities. Set a time aside for the recap and the concepts done in the class. Maintain a positive attitude and support your ward's educator in fulfilling her role. All Saturdays are off for the students. Parents can come and meet the educators with a prior appointment between 9:30 and 11 a.m. The school website is regularly updated with selected pictures of the students, the attendance, the timetable, and the circulars. Stay updated, stay connected. The student-centric information is accessible through the parent login ID on the school website. To log in, mention the numeric admission number of your ward. We at Smart Wonders have a YouTube channel. If you subscribe to the channel, all the latest videos and of the school are uploaded very regularly. I will be sharing a poem that's very close to my heart. Whose child is this? I asked one day, seeing a little one out at play. Mine, said the parent with a tender smile, to prepare him that he may always be good, and each day do the things he should. Whose child is this? I asked again. As the door opened, someone came in. Mine, said the teacher, with the same tender smile. Mine to keep just for a little while. To teach him how to be gentle and kind, to train and direct his little mind. Whose child is this? I asked once more, just as the little one entered the door. Ours, said the parent and the teacher as they smiled, and each took the hand of the little child. Ours to love and train together. Ours this blessed task forever. We have a Facebook and Insta account, so we would like all our parents to kindly share and follow it. Can I have a thumbs up from all the parents? How many of you are following this? Can we have all the parents sitting here today following this? A yes? Thank you. Your child is worth it. Thank you, dear parents. We look forward to your cooperation and support in all our endeavors to make this academic year a happy, fruitful one for one and all. Thank you. I will now request Sarika ma'am, our academic head, please introduce our teacher.
First, at the onset, I welcome each one of you. I think on the premises, because that's very heartening. And as we all meet after a long time, so I think that enthusiasm should be there for years to come. So in my previous session, I was talking to the UKG kids. The comparison that I can see here is that those kids were very enthusiastic and those parents were very enthusiastic and were very vibrant. And they, they were all applauding the efforts and they appreciate it. So the kind of difference why I bring here is, as parents, let that enthusiasm not go down. That's what I want as educator to convey to you. This group that we hold, I was just talking to a couple of students. This is the group which is the one who's going to actually put you to task. Because they have so many queries, they're all the time with their why. And here it is the task of the parents to not let that curiosity die. Sometimes what happens after a year, of your parenting at school, your enthusiasm and that kind of the effort that would come right in the pre-primary, it just gets mellowed down. And that's transgressing in your children also. I was seeing, the previous session we had a poem by ma'am that was heartily appreciated. I would want that same enthusiasm to reverberate now also. Let's appreciate. It is not meaningless. It is actually because the task of you as worthy parents and the hardship and the challenges that we have as teachers is almost equal. So it's not about weighing who's doing more. It's about keeping a balance. So here, for this group, I would rather advocate all of you not to kill the curiosity of your children. Because that is what is the challenging task which we are actually going to face in the group from say grade 1 to grade 3. So that would be my kind of a little advice so that it helps the teachers at our end. And of course we have a very strong and trained team here who is going to help and guide, and with your support we are actually going to do wonders for your children. So I'll just introduce the class teachers for grade 1C. I would like to invite Ms. Swati Bhargav.
Connecting home and school makes us a great community of learners. Good morning everyone. I welcome you all to the orientation. My name is Swati Bhargava and I will be taking grade 1C this session. Thank you so much.
And for grade 1D, the challenge is being taken by Ms. Poonam Kanwar.
Good morning everyone, I'm Poonam Kanwar. The past online sessions were great success because of your efforts, because of your support we received. So looking forward for the same kind of support and cooperation so that we can make this year again a successful. Thank you so much.
And yet another very dynamic person in our team is Miss Anjali Kalsi. So she would like to just add on to it.
Good morning everyone. I'm Anjali Kalsi. I'll be the class educator of class 2A. So learning is a beautiful journey for me. It's like parents, teachers and students. They work together and they grow together. So I truly believe in this quote and looking forward to a fruitful and a wonderful session ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And supporting them in the co-curriculars would be our art teacher.
Good morning everyone. I am art educator. I am Harpreet Kaur and I am really glad that our students are the best artists of the school for the next coming session. Thank you so much.
Our dance educator.
Thank you, Sarika ma'am. Good morning, everyone, and especially good morning, kids, students. Good morning, everyone. See, I'm so online, but now I'm watching. See, face is so changed, and you are looking so sweet, and I'm very excited. Show me your face. Say hi. Good morning again. Yes, I am Preeti Arora. I'm teaching dance here from last 7 years. Yes, we were last 2 years very challenging for us, but with the support of respected principal ma'am Poonamjit ma'am, thank you so much. Without your support and coordinator and teachers and yes, parents and especially kids also, we converted COVID years with successful years. Successful years, yes. And now I'm very excited as students are coming back to school, and I will make sure your students, your kids will be confident and they will perform on stage very confidently. Thank you so much.
We also have Punjabi being introduced. I rather grade 1 only they to pick up. So for Punjabi, the good work is being done by Sukhinder ma'am.
मैं पढ़ावांगी पंजाब च पंजाबी तो मैंने थोड़े सहयोग की बहुत लोड़ पई है ना अगर ਜਿਹੜੇ पेरेंट्स ਨੂੰ ਐਕਚੁਅਲੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾਤਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਲੇਕਿਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਪਰਸਨਲੀ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਸੌਟ ਆਊਟ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਮੈਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਟੇਕ ਕੇਅਰ ਕਰਾਂਗੀ ਓਕੇ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ
So this is the team that's actually going to take your children ahead in this academic year. I really hope and wish that, see, I'm already thankful and gratified that you've actually taken the pointer that I mentioned. Appreciation is such a wonderful feeling that you get. So it actually, you know, as adults also we need that kind, but keep it in mind your children need it more. So for the little kind of achievements also, praise them. Praise everyone, and that's, I think, the most infectious kind of feeling that we can pass it on. It really comes back to you in circles. And talking and seeing these wonderful faces that we have here, it's so heartening. So looking forward to a very, I would say, learning ahead, which is full of lot of curiosity, creativity, communication. Wishing you all the best and once again extending a great welcome on the premises. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarika ma'am. I will now invite Poonamjit ma'am to address the audience.
सुनो ना अब घड़ी नहीं मिल रही है
तकिए के नीचे देखा
अरे हाँ
अरे सुना ना।
बेटा, तुम्हारा ड्राइवर वेट कर रहा है।
बस अब निकल रही हूँ 2 मिनट। हिना चाप का सिखा देना। ऐसे
आयन, तुम्हारे घर से लंच बॉक्स आया है।
आयान बेटा, कभी ये मत समझना कि तुम्हें सुनने के लिए मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है। मुझे अच्छी तरह मालूम है कि तुम्हें इनका किस चीज का दिल करता है।
क्लिनिक से इमरजेंसी कॉल आई थी अयान, अम्मी निकल चुकी हैं।
बेटा, एग्जाम लिखने से पहले एक बात समझ लो, तुम्हारे मार्क्स कम हुए ज्यादा, अम्मी का प्यार कभी कम नहीं होगा।
अब बगैर चश्मे के खेलेंगे तो यही होगा ना अम्मू। अरे 2 दिन से ढूंढ रहा हूँ, पता नहीं कहाँ चले गए।
अयान, अगर गलती मान लेने की ताकत हो तो गलती माफ हो सकती है।
दादू,
अच्छा हुआ ढूंढ गए, वैसे भी काफी पुराने हो गए थे, कल नए ले आते हैं।
सॉरी बहुत छोटी सी चीजें हैं यार, पर कभी कभी बड़े कमाल कर जाती है।
सॉरी।
नाश्ता अच्छे से कर लेना, ठीक है?
अम्मी, आप ही ने कहा था ना कि मीठी चीज शेयर करने से और भी मीठी हो जाती है।
दिल का एक टुकड़ा दिल दुगना कर गया, दिल का एक टुकड़ा दिल दुगना कर गया, एक लम्हे को ऐसे बांटा सारा कर्ज उतर गया।
ये रिश्तों की एक अलग ही मिठास होती है, वीक फीलिंग्स का केक रियल फीलिंग्स के साथ।
I'm sure this video has touched the emotional chords. I could see ma'am a little teary-eyed. I had to hold my tears back because I'm going to be standing here. Dear parents, these little notes go a long way in creating that bond with your child. They say toys and trinkets don't matter. Give them the time. Listen to their little chatter. Because when they grow up, those are going to be those precious memories which you're going to hold very close to your heart. I will now invite Poonam ma'am to address the audience.
So you can see your principal is so sensitive.
Good morning everyone. Thank you so much for coming here. And Manveen ma'am, that was sneaky. I did not get to see this video. In fact, the last parents, I think, it was their loss. They missed it because they were not on time. And as a principal, I told them, next time, please make sure that you're on time. We waited for you for half an hour. but next time we will start on time. So I would like to applaud all of you first for being here on time so that we started our session on time. And we were not able to miss this gem of a video. Thank you so much, Manmeet ma'am, for that. And the fact is, I will start from there. Why I was crying was because I have done this with my twins. So I have twin boys, they are 28 years old now. I yet write little notes for them. I yet get little notes from them saying I love you. My 28-year-old boys, I call them babies. Everybody laughs at me, but they are my babies still. Just like your little babies are our babies. So these little children are so precious to you. They are the most important people in your life. And we, I, ma'am, and the whole team promise that they will be as precious for us, because that is what it comes down to. Academics will happen, marks will come, children will learn, but the feeling of happiness, the feeling of well-being, mental and physical, is what is more important. So for a child to know that I'm loved no matter what, and these used to be my words to my boys, and that is why I was crying, because right now both of them are adults. Yet I have that same feeling. So I can imagine how you feel sending your little one to school for 6 hours. And of course, initially we are strangers. Then we become family as the trust builds. So I promise to you that we will ensure that we do everything in our power to keep our children safe and happy. That is the baseline. Then we talk about the academics, the numeracy, the literacy. Right? And what is the other thing that comes out of that video? It's communication. There are multiple ways of communicating, showing you care, showing you're there. We don't have to be with our children 24/7. They are women, and I have worked all my life till the boys started going to school. I was at home. I in fact homeschooled them. I did not send them to school till they were 6 years old, because I was so scared nobody can look after them the way I can. But I guarantee we will, and we are doing that. But once we step out and the mothers are working, and most of the mothers are working, and even if they are not, there is more work to do at home. You're not there with your child 24/7. But there are so many ways of telling your child, I love you, I'm there for you, I understand you. Let your children get used to getting these beautiful messages and knowing that the love does not increase or decrease. Marks can, mistakes can happen, we all make mistakes. But we need to know that there are people there to forgive it, because that is what forgiveness is all about. We forgive, we don't forget, so that we don't repeat it. But we forgive and we move on. So our children need to learn this from us. We have to be role models, as Sarika ma'am said, as it was there in the presentation. The children imbibe what they see. I'll give you a simple example, and it's a very common example, and it's on a lighter note. When somebody is there at the door, or there's a phone call that happens, the husband is busy, what do we tell our wife? Or other way around, बोल दो मैं घर पे नहीं हूँ, right? मैं busy हूँ, कोई बात नहीं. What is happening? The children are listening. What are we telling them? It's okay to tell a lie, even if it's a white lie. It's a lie, right? But if we want our children not to do it, we first have to stop ourselves. So let's man up or woman up and say, sorry, I cannot take this call right now because I'm with my family. Or sorry, I don't have the time for this, call me in the office, or I will speak to you later. So let's show the children how to deal with situation, otherwise they will also avoid dealing with situation and do the same thing. So when they are going to tell you the white lies as to what they were doing in their room or with their friends or when they went outside, then we can't point out कि आप सच नहीं बोल रहे हो, आप झूठ बोल रहे हो. So when parents ask me, मैम आपके स्कूल में तो moral science नहीं है, moral science का period हमने क्यों करना है? Why do we need a book to teach honesty, trust, hard work? No, it comes from our behavior. Our teachers imbibe it. If my teachers are going to the class on time, we are teaching the children punctuality. We expect the children in school on time. We expect you to be up on time to ensure that your child is there at the gate. But if you tell the child, मैम को बोल देना, actually मम्मा बीमार थे, इसीलिए वो जल्दी नहीं उठ सके. No, sorry. Man up, woman up. Let's be honest. Let's do what we are supposed to do. And if you're not able to, then acknowledge it, accept it. Actions have consequences. Our children need to start learning from day one. And obviously the consequences have to be appropriate. And for little ones, they have to be sugar-coated. Because that is how we teach the children what life is all about. Suddenly, after school, the children go to college and they don't know life skills. What are life skills? All that we teach in school, in the periods, in numeracy, in literacy, in EVS, during circle time. We don't need a separate life skill book. Right? So that is what I'm trying to tell you, that we have an integrated curriculum. We have educators who are mother teachers. They are both mothers and teachers for your babies, for your children who are also ours. So together we will ensure that we take them on that journey that they need to become confident individuals. It doesn't matter how many marks they will get in maths or science. The most important thing is that they are going to be good human beings, compassionate, with empathy. That is what is important, and that is my promise to you, that that is what we do here. The emotional connect, to help children understand what is right, what is wrong, without having a book and question answers. That is not how we teach moral science, right? So the culture, the ethos will come from your home and our school, and together we will build that culture to ensure that these are confident, competent, caring children of the future. It doesn't matter whether they continue to live in the Tri-Cities, they go to Delhi, Pune, Bombay or Calcutta or the US or Canada. We have to make global citizens now. And for that, there has to be a lot of acceptance. It's not just me, my type of people. So all these gender sensitivity, it all starts from ground zero. It starts from class UKG 1. So somebody, one of the parents in the last group was asking me, ma'am, how do you make the class sections? The one thing that we keep in mind, of course, is the children from the last section, they kind of stay together. The bonds are already there. We don't want to break the bonds unless, of course, you have specifically chosen online or offline, and that also hopefully once COVID is over, that will not be the problem. But we look at the balance between boys and girls. We look at gender parity. That is very important. The boys are no different from girls, and we want them to grow up together. This is a co-educational school. So we try to bring that balance. So there is no other criteria that we look at when we are making our sections. So your children are in very safe hands, they are in very competent, capable hands. And I must tell you this, that our teachers do more training and more studies than any of the children around. So almost 15 days, there are intensive workshops by multiple agencies to ensure that whatever needs to be done for the children will be done. When the training happens here, the trickling down of all that knowledge and competency comes into the children. And that is our idea, that we have trained teachers. They know what they are doing and why they are doing. The why is very important. So once we understand why we are doing what we are doing, obviously our efficiency increases. So you do not have to worry about your children's well-being, whether academic or mental or physical. That is for us to take care of. All the loss that has happened, especially the social loss, the isolation that the children have faced in the past 2 years, we will cover it up. We have included so many activities in our curriculum to ensure that the children get enough opportunities to communicate, to express themselves. It's all about expressing. Because if we don't give positive outlets to children to express, that is when the negative happens. Because children want attention. So please give them attention when they're doing something good. Not only when they're doing something wrong. We as parents tend to say, no, don't do this, don't do that, that's not okay. But when the child is doing something right, we all quiet and busy with our own things. So let's acknowledge when the child is doing something right. When the child is making a lot of noise with the crockery, the cutlery, we say, "Itni awaaz kyun kar rahe ho khate hue?" But when the child was eating silently, we didn't appreciate, wow, you really know how to cut your beans or your chicken, or that's very nice the way you're eating. So there's a difference. Positive reinforcement is what is needed for better behavior. Negative reinforcement or criticism, which is the negative, this thing, it reinforces in the mind that when I do this, I get my mother's attention. And I want my mother's attention. It doesn't matter even if she's getting angry with me. So let's start with positive reinforcement. The negative actions will go down on their own. So that is my advice to you as parents. Right? And of course, like Manvi ma'am said, we are working a lot. We are doing a lot of things. We have a Facebook page. I have an attendance sheet here. So by the end of the day, I want every parent sitting here, grandparent, to have followed us on Facebook, and which means every child 2 follows. Because I think everybody has a phone now and almost everybody has an account. And I am sure that nannies and daddies and dadas and daddies also have accounts because they are connecting with their little babies. So we want 4 follows per child. Right? And of course share it with your friends because they will also be able to see what the children are doing in school. And the more we get the followers, the more we will put your pictures and your children's pictures on our Facebook account. We also have an Instagram account. Please follow that because that will give us encouragement. That is our positive reinforcement to ensure that we are updating our Facebook and Insta very, very regularly. Right? And the second thing is that, of course, there might be some new admissions, there might be some old admissions. If there are any documents pending, when you took admission, sometimes we don't have the TC with us, sometimes the report card has not come. So any documents that are pending as far as your admissions are concerned, please get in touch with the admissions coordinator or at the reception and give her a follow-up. If you brought those documents, then please give them to her. Otherwise, tell her when you will do that. And the second very, very important point is that all those who have requested for transport and are going to be taking transport for the first time have not filled the transport form. Please do that today before you leave. That is very important because obviously with your request, whether it was in the Google form or in a mail or during the PTM, we've made a note of it. We've put you in the route, but we cannot acknowledge it till we have the transport form filled. Because that is where you again give us your address and your phone numbers, which will be included in the GPS, so that you know what is the the status of the bus. You can track the bus. So if there is anyone here who has asked for transport, not fill the transport form ever, please do so today before you leave. That is my request to all of you. And I would like to thank all of you for coming here. It's a beautiful, full auditorium. What a lovely sight to have the parents and the children. And we are working for all of you. We are all there for you. If you have any queries, any questions, please connect with the class teachers. You can call them between 2 and 3, right? If you feel that your problems are still not sorted, there are things that you need still done, please connect with Manveen ma'am. She's the coordinator of the foundation years. And if you still need more support, Sarika ma'am, the head of the junior wing, is there. You can connect with her. And like I said in the last session, I don't think after that you need to come to me. But if you still do, my doors are always open. You can just walk in, tell the reception, we want to meet ma'am. You're most welcome. So in the school, we don't want any issues lingering, any problems happening. You just have to communicate. Don't keep it to yourself. Send a little note. Yes, I want to meet you, ma'am. Send a message. We are there for you. And whenever I get a call from the reception saying, ma'am, XYZ parent is on the call and they want to meet you, what time can I give? I always tell her, ask them what time can they meet me. Because I'm in school. That's my job to meet you. You ask them, when can they meet me? Because they have other commitments. That is the commitment that I am giving you. So unless I am in a very important meeting, which will not obviously be happening all the time, so I am there for you. You just have to call either the same day or the next day or a day previous and just come and meet. So your problems will be resolved here with the class teachers, with the coordinator, with ma'am here. But I am still there. And always connect with the school through mail. We are one of the only schools who's asking, put your queries, put your doubts, put your problems on mail. They will be resolved. You will get a reply within 24 hours acknowledging that mail. And whatever the problem might be, however long it will be taking, we will also let you know that once the problem is resolved, we will get back to you. Right? So I can vouch for that because I go through every single mail that comes to the school. Every single mail is, checked by me and comments written by me, and it's sent to the different departments. So whether you have a query related to transport or fee or academics or uniform or timing, anything, there is nothing that will not be looked at. So please stay connected. Send a mail. Nowadays I think it takes 5 minutes to send a mail from our phone. All of us have downloaded our mails on our phones also. So just send a mail. We've already given you 2 email IDs. It's not difficult. And most important, all of you will do your homework today. You will go through the school almanac, cover to cover. Go through all the rules and regulations. You will understand everything that is expected from you or the children. And if there's still any doubt, please call out. Please speak to somebody. And fine. We are all there to support you. So I think after this you will be going to the classrooms to deposit the stationery. And if you still have any doubts, any questions, connect with the coordinator, connect with Sarika ma'am, connect with me. And before you should go back confident and happy to know that everything is settled and our babies are in safe hands. Thank you everyone.
And just the last bit, that I would like to extend a heartfelt gratitude to each one of you, be it parents, teachers, of course not without any missing our wonderful students who have actually been the reason for all of us to be here. And before I finish, I would like to thank Principal Ma'am, because as you see, she's already looking into all your issues before even you address them. So, a kind of sensitive leadership which is there to guide us. I think we are looking forward to lots of great learning, and of course, very evidently, ma'am has been so, I would say, a great demo of how we are going to build an emotional and social connect, which was actually missing out for us in these last 2 years. So that's the main reason that these children need to come on the grounds here to school. So looking forward to having wonderful connects with each one of you and great learning. Wishing you all safe, I would say, days ahead, and new session begins. So before you leave, deposit all the books, have a warm cup of tea. That's the kind of warmth that we can extend, and that's how. So we'll meet again and be the kind of, all the instructions that we are giving. Please be this hall full every time.